today I thought we could chat a little bit more in depth about a new moisturizer that I have been testing out from Paula's Choice. I had told you guys about this in a Friday Favorites and Flops a couple of weeks ago and said that I would at some point talk a little bit more about the ingredients and how this might be different from some other moisturizers that I've been using. Paula's Choice did send this particular product to me just as a random PR item. Every once in a blue moon, they will send me a message on Instagram and say, hey, we have this new moisturizer, we're gonna send it to you. There's never like an obligation to actually do a review about it. But if you guys have been following me for quite some time, you know that I started my skincare journey several years ago now with mostly Paula's Choice products. I had actually seen my friend Aileen talking about Paula's Choice. She had mentioned getting an order and I was like, what is Paula's Choice? I had no idea about the brand, and I just kind of started doing a little bit of research and discovered several of her products that really started to actually change my skin. And over the years, I've been very loyal to definitely a few key products. Most of you guys know what those products are, because they've just made such a real, true difference in my skin. So huge credit to the line for being able to kind of get me into skincare in the first place, and then providing me with products that really allowed me to clear up my skin. For those that are curious or are new to my channel, I do have extremely oily skin. I am 40. I'm starting to show some signs of aging, mostly in my forehead area where I have these pretty pronounced expression lines. I have not done Botox or anything like that yet, but I am not opposed to it. But I try to do as much as I can just from the standpoint of skincare to kind of prolong that kind of stuff. So despite having really oily skin and being prone to blackheads and congestion, I do think it's very important to keep my skin hydrated. And I've often had people ask why I spend so much money on moisturizers or why I use all these moisturizers when I have really oily skin. I have found personally that using moisturizers as well as facial oils, two of my favorites are squalane as well as marula. I have found that using those has actually helped to counteract some of my natural oily tendencies. It's almost like my skin gets the extra hydration and it's like, okay, great, we don't have to make quite as much oil because there's some other stuff coming in. I can tell you in the past, the way that I would attack my oily skin only made it worse, which was trying to dry it out. I used things like Clearasil and Sea Breeze and witch hazel, and I mean very early on when I was like 13, 14, straight up rubbing alcohol. Like I would use that on my face to try to dry it out, and it certainly dried out the top layers of my skin, but then underneath my oil glands were like overproduce, and so I was just an oily dry mess. Like it was not pretty. So the older I've gotten, the wiser I've gotten, and I started to incorporate a lot more moisture into my skin. Now during the day, my go-to moisturizer is this Paula's Choice Super Light Daily Wrinkle Defense. I will link this down below as well. You guys know I've used this for years. It does have a tint, and it also has an SPF of 30 in it. So it is a moisturizer and an SPF, but it's a really nice lightweight moisturizer. This has been my go-to for a very long time. I always periodically will try something new, but this is the one that I usually end up coming back to because it almost helps to not only provide that little bit of moisture, but helps to control my oil with the zinc oxide, which is the sun protection that you are getting in this particular formula. So love that. But at night, I go maybe a little bit overboard with the moisturizers, but it works for me, and it's keeping my skin looking very nice and plump, and again, helping to counteract that dryness. Long story short, let's talk about this moisturizer, which is the latest one that I had the opportunity to try. One of the ones that I was using before trying this was the Ceramide Moisturizer from Paula's Choice. I will link that down below as well. By the way, sign up on their website for emails. Paula's Choice frequently has 20-25% off sales, or they will put certain products on sale, and then sometimes you can also use a coupon in addition to that. I believe they're also on Ebates, so you can get, you know, cash back on top of that. Just sign up for their emails if you're curious. That is definitely a great way to save some money with Paula's Choice. But so I was very curious about this Omega+Complex Moisturizer. So this has chia and flaxseed. Now they say on here that this is meant for normal to dry skin. So not for my oily skin, but if you read the reviews, it does say on the Paula's Choice website that there are several people with very dehydrated skin who didn't feel like this was enough moisture. I will say, if you are normal, combination, oily, or super oily, this is a beautiful moisturizer. You might need a little bit more with really dry skin, but I would say even just like normal to maybe like slightly dry, this is a great formula because it's not greasy and it's not heavy. So they say that this is supposed to restore essential nutrients for a smooth, healthy, glowing skin, and that this is going to strengthen the skin's ability to retain moisture. Let's talk a little bit about the ingredients that are in here. So you have chia seeds, which are meant to replenish moisture and instantly calm stressed skin. You have passion fruit extract in here, which defends skin from environmental aggressors. You have flax seeds, which promote visibly stronger, revitalized skin. And you have guava, which is a potent antioxidant and rich source of brightening vitamin C. So lots of really great ingredients in here. Basically, this is meant to replenish the skin, help to restore vibrancy to the skin, resiliency. It just is meant to kind of plump your skin up, give it a good dose of hydration, and help to disguise a lot of, you know, crepiness or fine lines. The way that I find this really works for me is that it essentially helps to like plump up my skin. Anytime that you have skin that looks like it's really nicely plumped or moisturized, it's gonna immediately look younger. By the way, I'm also enjoying using this on my neck. I wanted to show you guys the texture because it's a very nice texture. So it does have a lotion type feel to it, but it's not greasy, and it very quickly absorbs into the skin. And as soon as it does, it just leaves this really healthy look to your skin. But it also doesn't have that like greasy after look. If you are someone who has extremely dry skin, I would maybe suggest adding an oil, maybe a drop or two of your favorite oil. Again, squalane's a great one, as well as marula. Marula is probably better for those with like really dry skin. Squalane mimics your natural oils that you produce yourself, and so it's great for all skin types, especially those who might be acne prone. Marula can break people out if they are prone to breakouts, so kind of keep that in mind. Squalane might be a better choice for you. But yeah, just add a couple drops of oil to this and it would probably boost it up enough for you. But you guys, the way that this feels when it goes on is really incredible. You can tell that it absorbs very quickly into the skin, and you are left with this very like satiny feel to your skin, but there's nothing like left sitting on top of the skin. It's almost like your skin just like sucks it all in. I do actually use this around my eyes as well. So most nights I do use the Paula's Choice Ceramide eye cream, which is really nice. I love that product, and on nights where I'm just a little bit too lazy to go in and use a separate eye cream, I will just take this directly underneath my eyes, and it's really nice, you guys. I wake up in the morning, that area is hydrated. it absorbs, it doesn't cause milia. This is just a great product. I honestly cannot say enough good things about it. And if you're in the market for a new moisturizer, check this one out. I feel like especially with the warmer summer months coming, a lot of us are wanting moisturizers that maybe aren't quite as heavy or occlusive feeling. This is lightweight, but very effective, great ingredients. And one thing that I appreciate about Paula's Choice is when you go to the website, they do tell you about specific research, so you can see exactly the research that they used when they developed their formulation, which I think is incredible. They are very clear about all of the ingredients that are in the product. They are listed very clearly. The reviews are easy to find, and with a lot of these products, they also provide you either a sample or a travel size. So for example, this 1.7 ounce size, by the way, is normally $35. It is on sale right now for $29.75. It's 1.7 fluid ounces. I think that the full price as well as the sale price is pretty fair for this product. Packaging is amazing, by the way, completely airtight container, so no air is gonna get to this. And when you're done, you will have used every single inch of, or like tiny amount of product that is in here, because you're going to be able to pump it completely out. These types of containers come up from the bottom, so they essentially squeeze every little bit of product out, which is nice. The travel size for this is $10, and then there's also a sample size for $1.50. So if you just wanted to try like a really small size of it to see what the texture is, see how it does in your skin, you can totally do that. Paula's Choice is also great about money back guarantees for their products, so you can get in touch with someone through their website and just let them know that a product didn't work for you, and they can either, you know, talk you through the process of returning it, or you can return it and they can send you something else to try that might be a better fit for your skin. Yeah, they're a great line, you guys. You know that I've enjoyed them for a number of years. It's really cool when they do send me stuff from time to time, because like I said, I have purchased so much from Paula's Choice, and I swear by the line, it has made a huge difference in my skin. I can't say enough good things about it. So if you're in the market for a new moisturizer, check this one out. Like I said, there are little sample sizes available, so this might be a great way to be able to try it out and see how it does on your skin. If you have tried this new Omega+Complex Moisturizer, let me know your thoughts. I'm always curious what you guys have to say as well. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch, and I will see you tomorrow. Take care.